When writing a polynomial in the correct order, we want to make sure that the variable that comes first in the alphabet amongst all the variables in the polynomial is written in descending order, while the variable that comes second or later in the alphabet is being written in ascending order, or it increases as it goes through. So let's look at these terms. We have 4xy squared, we have a negative x squared y, 2x to the third, and a 5y to the third. So the two variables we're working with are x and y. So if we go back to this idea that the first alphabetically variable needs to be in descending order, we need to look at the variable that comes first in the alphabet. So that's our x terms. So the three terms we were given that include x are those first three. And we want to find the term that has x to the highest power. And that gives us, we have x to the first, x to the second, and an x to the third. So it would be the term with the x to the third. Now we want those x terms to decrease, so we've used this one. So now we need to decrease by 1, and we have an x to the second power. So we have a negative x squared y. So we've used this term now. And now we still want to have those x terms decreasing, and we need to use all of the x terms before we begin just the y terms. So we have our x to the first term. So we want to include that one next. And finally, we have our 5y to the third term. Now if we go through and check this, we want to make sure that the y terms are increasing as we go through. So we have a y to the first, y to the second, y to the third. So they do increase as you go from left to right. So our final answer is 2x to the third minus x squared y plus 4xy squared plus 5y to the third.